And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to PM Weather. I am student meteorologist Alex Herbst with your forecast for central New Hampshire. Much of the Granite State and New England saw much more snow today, and areas that have been hit with 1 to 2 feet of snow throughout this winter saw even more snow on top of that today, which likely won't be exiting our picture until around midnight tonight to even early Tuesday morning for much of the Northeast. Our current conditions here in Plymouth show a temperature of 17 degrees with a dew point around 16. The winds are calm and the snow continues to fall here in central New Hampshire and will likely stay around until around 2 or 3 in the morning on Tuesday. Our high today was 17 degrees, so the temperatures are continuing to increase here into the evening hours, and our low of 10 degrees was set earlier this morning, so not much of a temperature change throughout the day today here in Plymouth. Our sunset was around 5:08 p.m. this evening, with a sunrise around 6:54 a.m. expected tomorrow. Our current temperatures around New Hampshire show 14 degrees to our south in Laconia, 13 degrees in Rochester, and over to the west we see 19 degrees over in Lebanon. Around the northeast and New England we see temperatures at 20 degrees in Hartford, 23 degrees in Albany, 27 degrees in New York, just to our south. Around the United States, though, we can see clearly a continual pattern of this cold air that is locked over the eastern half of the country. This dip in temperatures has been over this area for over a week and a half now, and likely will be staying this way, although we could see a little bit of relief here along the eastern seaboard from these 0 to teens that we've been seeing for the temperatures over the past few days. Over to the west, though, they continue to be in this ridge of warm air, 74 degrees in Dallas, and it is in the 60s even further west in Denver, Colorado. Our current winter weather alerts here across New Hampshire show here in the white we can see winter storm warnings, which includes much of central and southern New Hampshire, including as far north as southern Grafton and Carroll counties. Those are in effect until midnight tonight. And as we look to our west, we can see much of central Vermont is in this pink shaded warning, which is a winter weather advisory. That is a step down from the winter storm warning, but is certainly a very serious advisory in terms of winter weather, and that will also be in effect until midnight tonight. Our current satellite and radar shows the snow is starting to clear out across New Hampshire and Vermont from west to east, but we'll likely be seeing the snow stick around for us here in central New Hampshire until around 2 or 3 in the morning. As we pan out now to show the Northeast and New England, very much the same pattern across New York State and all the way out to the coastline of Massachusetts. As we look further to the south, we can see more of the mixed precipitation that is falling over southeastern Pennsylvania and parts of New Jersey, as well as the rain that is falling around Baltimore, Washington, and into the Carolinas. And taking a look to the west, we can see the beginnings of the next system that will be impacting the eastern half of the country, which is right up here in parts of northern Montana and into the Dakotas. Right now it is falling as rain in that warmer air that is associated with that ridge. That area will likely be turning into snow over the next 24 hours and could bring some heavy snow to areas like South Dakota, North Dakota, and Minnesota. And progressing into Wednesday will move its way into the Great Lakes. Speaking of that, let's take a look at our surface analysis. We can see that snow and mixed precipitation we were just talking about here across the Northeast, along with a center of high pressure that is currently built in over the Great Lakes. That will be digging to the south over the course of the next 24 hours, and we'll be being able to push out some of that precipitation we have been seeing over the past 24 hours here in the Northeast. And as we look to Wednesday, we can see the beginnings of that next system that could be impacting our area by the end of the week with more snow. Our model forecast shows, well, skies will be clearing out by early Tuesday morning. You see around 3 a.m. clouds are starting to break up over the Granite State and really open up on Tuesday to be a relatively nice day. We're looking at mostly cloudy to even partly cloudy skies and temperatures that could be on the rise throughout the day. Wednesday looks like much more of the same early on and could continue into the latter part of the day. Our temperatures overnight tonight likely drop a little bit from where they are right now, but we could actually see some 20s and maybe even 30 degrees in some parts of New Hampshire over the next 24 hours, and temperatures like that could stay around even for Wednesday. So for tonight, we're looking at some snow, likely tapering off before 3 a.m. with a low around 3 degrees here in central New Hampshire. Winds will be out of the east at 5 miles an hour. Over the next day, we'll be seeing 28 degrees and mostly cloudy skies, possibly giving way to partly cloudy skies by around sunset. Winds will be out of the northwest at about 5 miles an hour. And tomorrow night, low around 0 degrees with mostly clear skies. Clouds clear out. It'll be a much nicer day over the course of tomorrow and even into Wednesday, as in our extended forecast we can see the skies are clearing out. The snow is going away up until Thursday when we can see our next system coming in, and then right behind that comes in more of that bitter cold air with temperatures falling down to below 0 likely at night on Friday and Saturday. For PM weather, I am student meteorologist Alex Herbst. Have a great night.